Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Tracy Una Wagner with Versatile Inspirations. Happy New Year and happy decade. I can't believe we're starting a whole new decade. And the readings so far that I've had are just amazing. We're in for a most epic year. I can't say that enough. It was even before 2020 started. I just, every download that I got, and every time I thought about this coming year, the word that always just popped into my mind, or I saw it, or I visualized it, or it just came up, was the word epic. So just be prepared. This is going to be an amazing year. I'm wondering if you are feeling it, if you're feeling the vibrations. It is just off the charts vibration wise. And it started a couple weeks prior to 2020 for me. And there again, every time I would think of this year, think of just start writing down my intentions, the word epic came up and it just vibrationally just crazy. And no doubt, because this year, 2020, just even that year, we've got 22, which is a master number, and we've got the number 4 in numerology. If you add the 2 and 2, you get 4. So with the 2, what does that mean? 2 means harmony, balance, and it is very feminine. So I'm not one to really go all girl power and everything, but I'm all about the harmony. I love the harmony between masculine and feminine. As someone who's owned businesses, that I sometimes tended to be more on the masculine side of my energies, financials, hiring, doing all of the these, those, and that's that businesses, especially a brick and mortar business, even you that entails. Although the businesses that I owned were very feminine, I was in the beauty industry for a while. I did creative things, and now doing readings and helping teaching wise, teaching all of those who want to learn more about spirituality, the new age, and metaphysics. It's very feminine. So, combining those two, I've realized that balance is key. Balancing both the feminine and the masculine are key. And it's a wonderful year for that, because not only do we have the 2, but we have a 4. The 2 plus 2 equals 4, and that is masculine, which is so awesome. And there again, with the feminine, creating the harmony and the balance of this year. But then you have the 4, which is strength, stability, productivity. And then we get to add in that there are 2 2s. The 2 and 2 of 2020 means that the master number is here to create reality from your dreams. So it is to encourage your dreams to be manifest into reality. And where does that start? It starts within us. And so as we go within and as we really work out what we want to intend for this year, what do we want to manifest in this beautiful 2020 year? Those things are going to be made manifest very quickly. And when we are able to balance and harmonize our feminine and our masculine energies, they become that new world that we can create from the inside and have it vibrationally come out into the world. This week really tells us, like I said, all of the readings that I've been doing are just around the idea that this is going to be an epic year. It is going to be off the charts. Off the charts. We're going to be just starting this new year just on a roll. It is crazy. The energy is just flowing. It is vibrating. It is just starting things off with a bang. Literally. I mean, if you had fireworks, we had fireworks all around here for the 4th of July. It sounded like the 4th of July, but for the new year, there were fireworks going off, and just that vibration that the fireworks just send off, that's exactly how I feel. I've been didn't feel in a week and a half since we've started this new year. With this new year, I really feel like this new year is not only a new year, we know it's a new decade, but I believe really that it's creating that new world, that new age, that that shift of mentality that we all have been kind of dancing around. We've kind of dipped our toe into it a little bit, but now it's asking us for us to fully jump in and just experience it full out. And so just be prepared. The cards that I got that I'm did for the second and fourth week are from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I love this deck, and it's very deep, and I really appreciate that about it. And I really felt called to that deck when I was doing the first month's reading, especially. And the reading for this week was water. So to me, water, when you think of water, what do you think of when you think of water? A lot of people will think it's cleansing, it's refreshing. We're made up of a lot of water. And when I think about water, I really think of the cleansing atmosphere. I think of refreshment. I think of almost just starting again. And just rinsing away things that no longer serve us. And that's what I really felt this card was meaning for us to do, even though we're already in 2020 and we're already in January. A lot of people think, oh, I should have made my intentions or my resolutions prior to the first week in 2020. But honestly, it doesn't matter when you do it. It's asking for you to just be aware of what your thoughts are, be aware that your thoughts create things. We are water, and the vibration of our thoughts moving through water just it still happens, even though you may feel like it's maybe a little sludgy or maybe feeling like it's a little slow going right now. Just know that your vibrations ripple out. You can see it in water when you toss a rock in and you can see the ripples on the water. Your vibration, your ideas are made manifest in those vibrations. And when we internalize what we're wanting to intention or we want to manifest this year, just know that it's rippling out into the universe. Just like a pebble being dropped into the water, it just ripples out. So be mindful of what you're thinking about. Realize that your ideas, even if they're not made, even if they're not just said out loud, even if you're just thinking them, and that could be good or bad. Right now, we really need to focus on the good, just like we do when there are catastrophes or devastations, such as what's happening in Australia. When we think and we intend for rain to happen, for water to happen, for the devastation to be minimized now, for it to be done, for there to be healing now, when we think these good thoughts, it becomes manifest. And the more people that do things on a bigger scale, such as this, and such as for this country, this beautiful country of Australia, then it becomes manifest. And you can see it happening just over a few days of people really posting things and talking about, holding prayer vigils and just taking a moment to send Reiki, to send love and light, anything to this country. And now the rains have started. And so it works. Your thoughts become things. And isn't it wonderful to have more of those beautiful ideas, those beautiful thoughts become manifest? Anything that you can think of can be manifest. And just remember that water card is coming to let you know that for this whole week. Along with that, we have midweek and end week that I do readings for, just so that we can kind of move a little bit beyond just that initial reading. What are the other energies at the beginning and the end week? And those are from the angels and ancestors cards that I felt kind of drawn to. Now, this card comes up for a lot, but I think there's a reason for it. And that would be the hunter card. And the hunter card says, track down your fears and desires. So tracking down your fears and desires to me is kind of goes along with that whole idea of what do you want to make manifest? What is it that you want to bring into your life? What is it that you can internalize? You can think it on the inside. And just as a pebble is dropped in water, that is going to ripple out and ripple out into your existence, into being made manifest. So, what do you want? Realize that with the hunter, there is both those fears and those desires. What we're trying to do is minimize the fears, get those out of the way so that the desires, our hopes, dreams, wishes, and desires can be made manifest. And so that requires a little bit from us. That requires us to know that we deserve it. We are worthy. It is to know and believe and trust in the guidance that is being given to us to move forward, and know that when we get the divine messages, they are for our highest and best good. And if you're not sure, ask that that the information is clear to you. And when that happens, it is so much easier to trust and believe, and then you'll be able to receive it even more because you will trust and believe it. So it's a lot easier to trust and believe when you are validated on these things. So that's the beginning week. And the end week is mountains. And this card says stand your ground. What I felt what this card meant is once you have tracked down with that hunter energy, that very masculine energy, once you've tracked down your desires and you have been able to release those fears of maybe them not manifesting, or maybe them being too lofty, too big of a goal or a dream. Once you get past those things and you start working on your desires and the desired words or affirmations that can help with the manifesting, like you are worthy, you can do this, you are meant to do this, then it becomes a lot easier. Mountains, what do you think of when you see mountains? To me, that just is, they're wise. They've been around for ages and ages and ages and eons and so on. They've been around, they've weathered the storms. They are strong. They just are. They're just, to me, even looking at the picture, it is epic. They are epic because they have been able to weather any storm. Just know that about yourself. Just harness that idea of mountains, harness that idea of your dreams and your wishes and your desires are worthy of you. You came here with these ideas, with these gifts, with these talents, and you can deliver them. You can share them. You can be of service to yourself, to others, and help the world in whatever it is that you want to do. And those are specific to you. You have specific goals, dreams, wishes, and desires that no one else has. Now, it may seem similar to a lot of people, or you may look at someone and say, I would like to be that person. But in reality, you would like to be your version of that person. If you're drawn to, say, creating videos on YouTube and doing well at that, then you may see someone who is doing well in that, and you don't need to be that person, but you need to be your version of that person. Your fingerprints are unique to you, just like your space here in this physical world, your space in spirit. You are unique individual, and you have your unique individual talents and gifts, and you're meant to share those. And I believe that 2020 is going to be one of those years where you're probably going to be asked to share that, your goals, your dreams, your wishes, desires are going to revolve around you probably sharing your gifts and talents and your messages. It could be a message, it could be a talent, it could be a gift, or it could be all three and more. But just know this this year is going to be epic. So this week, for January 5th through the 11th, we're dealing with water, the rippling out effect from us, our thoughts, and what we want to make manifest from our intentions, going to ripple out and become manifest. Just know that. With the hunter in the beginning of the week, from the 5th through the 8th, I believe, you're going to probably be seeing a tracking down feeling, a more masculine version of finding and really working with what your true desires are. And if you don't know what they are and you're struggling with that, call on the hunter to track that down for you. And then we have mountains from the 8th through the 11th. And that is just going to let us know that when we have found our desires, our goals, our dreams, our intentions, then we can be steadfast in those and know that they are going to appear just as big and strong and wise as these mountains. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. Oh my gosh, it's just starting off with a bang. I'm so excited and I'm just vibrating. So you take care, have a wonderful week. And as always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.